How far would you go to maintain your youth and your beauty? The movie The Substance is something that knocked my socks off. I'll be right back. Welcome back, guys, to Little Paul of Horrors. I am Little Paul, and this is my channel, Little Paul of Horrors. Thank you very much for visiting. And to all my subscribers, thank you very much for subscribing. And to those who have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? It's free. It's down there. Just click, subscribe, like, and share the show for individuals who are subscribers and who aren't subscribers. Leave your comments down below. I want to know what you're thinking about when I give my personal commentary on horror movies. This is what I love to do, and this is what my channel is all about. So thank you again very much for visiting. So today, I would like to talk to you about the movie, The Substance. I had a choice. I was thinking to myself, which movie should I go watch? Because there were two movies that I was interested in. The movie with Halle Berry, Never Let Go, or should I go watch The Substance with Demi Moore? I hadn't watched a Demi Moore movie in a very long time. And I did a little bit of research and I found that it did very well at the Cannes Film Festival, winning Best Screenplay for this year. Rave reviews. And I said to myself, you know what? Let me give it a chance. Let me go watch it and see what this is all about. I was floored. This movie is excellent. It's amazing and it's very well done. It's scary with a lot of symbolism in it that is extremely easy to catch. It's all in your face. And it talks about a subject that is extremely relevant within our society, youth and beauty. So before we go any further, let's talk about who directed the movie and who is part of the ensemble. So we have Coralie Forgy, who is the director of the movie. Then we have Demi Moore, who plays Elizabeth Sparkle. Then we have Margaret Qualley, who plays Sue. And then we have Dennis Quaid, who plays one of the most disgusting characters. The most disgusting character in that movie, by a very sleazy, disgusting television producer by the name of Harvey. Now, The Substance was a movie, or is a movie, because it just came out, that is visceral, in your face, and unapologetic. And that's what I loved about this movie, because it talks about an issue and it talks about a theme, youth and beauty, that is extremely important and seen as the number one priority to maintain within Hollywood and within the entertainment industry, specifically amongst women, and how much pressure is put on women to maintain their youth and their beauty. And therefore that seeps into society as a norm, or society as a whole, and how it affects us. For example, like who out there doesn't want to always be young and remain young, beautiful, no more wrinkles, no more aches and pains, no more getting older, no more gray hairs. You know, it brings all of those those ideas, but those aspects of conversations that you have with people into light, because it is so raw, this movie. And Demi Moore's performance in this movie is fantastic. I think it's the best performance I've ever seen Demi Moore in ever. I've watched a lot of her movies, but this one is the one that I feel she did a phenomenal job. So just to give you a little bit of an understanding of what this movie is about, there's no spoilers here. I'm just starting you off to understand what you're getting yourselves into when you're going to go and watch this movie. So Demi Moore plays Elizabeth Sparkle, who is a fitness guru who has been around since the 80s and has, been in the entertainment industry for a while now. It's a while. She's won awards. She's been recognized on TV, magazines, her, we would say, illustrious career. And then, unfortunately, because of the Hollywood standards with regards to youth and beauty, she is replaced by a younger, or they want to replace her with a younger woman who is going to take over her fitness program, and Demi Moore is not going to have that. And that's when the substance is introduced. So, what Demi Moore, or Elizabeth Sparkle, the actual character in the movie, gives up, sacrifices in order for her to remain relevant and beautiful, is parallel to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but a younger, well, we'll say a more recent or current version of the movie, but instead of two men, it's two women. So the topic itself of youth and beauty, obviously, we all feel it on a daily basis. We all want to, it's something that I'm sure many people talk about. Young women look through magazines, men go through to the gym, they work out, facial creams to maintain your youth and all of that. So these are the topics that are referenced within our everyday lives. When we have conversations with people, at one time or another, you will talk about that. What do you use? Or I do this, or I do that, and this is what I do to maintain, and so on and so forth. But the movie itself is so in your face, and it's so visceral, and it's so unapologetic. And that's what I enjoyed about this movie. And it's scary. It's terrifying because it makes you think to yourself, would I go that far to maintain my youth? To maintain my beauty? And what Elizabeth Sparkle goes through is something very drastic. So it speaks to the pressure and the stress that women or women stars, women actors, or women who are inside the entertainment industry have to endure in order for them to feel that they need to maintain their relevancy within Hollywood, to maintain their stardom in Hollywood. More so, I would say, than in comparison to male actors, or to the male actors in the entertainment industry. So it is something that makes you think. And that's what I enjoyed about this movie. It is terrifying. It does make you, it turns your stomach at times. It's actually very gory at times, but it's gore that has a meaning to it. There's meaning within it being so unapologetically gory and scary and in your face and visceral. And I keep on using those words because these are the best words that I could use to describe how great this movie was. Because it has a very potent message. It talks about it, and it shows it very raw on the film. It's a very raw movie. So when you watch it, keep in mind and suspend disbelief for a moment, because it's purposely done that way so that your mind can process what it's viewing, and then you can use that for inner reflection for yourself, and maybe if you have conversations with other individuals, or maybe have a deeper understanding of what individuals who are in the entertainment industry go through and what they have to endure in order for them to not be rejected and to maintain that relevancy for as long as they can. And The Substance does a great job. The cinematography is fantastic. The script is solid. The acting is amazing. It's phenomenal. Demi Moore's acting really impressed me. Very much so. This movie also is influenced a lot by Stanley Kubrick. Very much. And the gore that is inside there is important, especially towards the end. And I don't want to ruin it for you, but when you watch the ending and well, after you watch the whole movie and you see the ending, it all comes together. It's full circle. Full circle. You understand what the message is. And I was just very much terrified and touched by this movie because I felt so sad. I felt really really bad for Demi Moore or Elizabeth Sparkle in this movie, for what she sacrifices and what she makes herself endure in order to feel or try to maintain that relevancy within the entertainment industry. So for me, I would say please go watch this movie. It will induce and provoke a lot of conversations amongst every type of person, like men, women, it doesn't matter, because we all feel that, I find that we all have this attachment to wanting to remain beautiful and young for as long as we possibly can. But age doesn't work that way. So please watch the movie. You'll enjoy it. I feel that you will enjoy this. It is well structured and it is terrifying as well. So, if you have not watched the movie, please go do so. If you have watched the movie, please leave comments down below, like, subscribe, and share this channel. And if you have not watched the movie, what did you think about my take with regards to youth and beauty? Leave a comment about that as well. But what I would like to just end on is, this movie made me think a lot about myself and how I've seen myself throughout the years. And this was very there's this self-inflection that you have, and which I had. And it put some things in perspective for me. It did. It might do the same thing for you. Because, as I said before, we all want to remain beautiful. We all want to remain young. And this movie has those messages within it saying, I believe to a certain degree that, be happy about how you've aged and if you're healthy and if you're well. And unfortunately, it doesn't happen like that in Hollywood, especially as I mentioned before, for females and for women in the entertainment industry. I just find that it's so unfair. And this expectation is just way, way too high. And then when that's taken away, what ends up happening is, well, you need to watch the movie to find that out. So with that being said, I would like to say thank you very much for visiting my channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. Leave comments. Please leave as many comments. I would like to know what you think about this. Please go watch the movie and let me know what you thought about it afterwards. And until the next time, guys, enjoy the show.